Well, hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another video in our lessons on our online classes. All right, this is lesson number 10, level B1 intermediate, okay, and we are broadcasting live from the Academy Montero Espinosa in Madrid, Spain, for our channel Learn English with JC. I'm JC. Hello, how are you doing today? Okay, so if you just joined us, again, this is lesson number 10, okay, on level B1, which is intermediate, all right. And we're going to talk about common English mistakes, part number 1, because there are so many. I had to divide the video into 2. Okay, so yes, we are going to talk about some common mistakes that most students make when they are learning the language. Okay, don't feel bad. I made a lot of mistakes when I was learning. It's a common thing to do. But, you know, we need to learn them, okay? We need to learn from our mistakes. And here there are a few, okay? And again, in our class tomorrow, we will see a few more. And hopefully we will not make those mistakes again, all right? So at least we will try not to make them, okay? Because it's very, very important. All right, so here we are once again. For those of you who just joined us, this is an online class, lesson number 10, level B1 intermediate. And we're going to talk about common English mistakes, part 1. Okay, part 2 is coming up tomorrow. All right, if you cannot watch the entire video, don't worry, because it will be recorded and you can watch it some other time, or you have a friend or a relative who cannot watch it now. Like I said, it will be recorded and you can watch it anytime. All right, very good. And also, if you're going to make a comment, feel free to do so. The chat is open and I can see your messages, and I'll be more than happy to make a comment. All right, so, and at the end of the video I have a joke for you. I hope you like it. So in this levels B1 and B2, I'm gonna tell you a joke at the end of the video, okay, to make your evening or your afternoon a little bit more pleasant. Okay, it's 5 o'clock here in Madrid, Spain. I don't know where you're watching from, but wherever you are, let's hope this 30 minutes or so will be as pleasant as possible. All right, so let's begin. Okay, let's begin as usual with the date. Okay, the date. Yes, this is the month of April, the year 2020. Okay, and the 21st British. This is something that I use in every lesson, A1, A2, B1, and B2, because I want you to be familiarized with the date, how to say it in British version and in the American version. All right, so British, today is Tuesday, the 21st of April 2020 or 2020. All right, Americans in turn, they say today is Tuesday, April 21st 2020. All right, so again we have the British version and the American version as usual, as in every lesson. And remember, the 21st, you don't say 21 or 21, you say 21st, or Americans say 21st. Okay, remember they use the ordinals in English, whereas in Spanish, for example, we use the cardinals to say the date. It is something different, all right, but that's the way it is. Okay, all right, let's continue with the time. Today I chose a different time so you can get familiarized with it. Okay, British in this case, they say it's 5:45, very similar to Spanish. It's 5:45, whereas Americans usually say it's 5:45, just the way you see it on the screen or on your watch or your clock. So once again, it's 5:45 British, it's 5:45. It's up to you which one you prefer. I personally prefer the American, but I totally respect the British as well. All right. Okay, let's continue now and let's get into business. Yes, in today's class. All right. Common English mistakes. Get ready, because some of them are very, very, very common. I've seen students time after time making the same mistakes, but no problem. Here we are to learn them, or we are here to learn them. All right. So lesson number 10. Level A2 pre-intermediate. All right, let's take a look at the first one. Okay, well, first of all, the following common mistakes in English, just a little bit of an introduction. The following common mistakes in English are made by students of all levels, and that is true. I testify of that because I have students of all levels, and I've seen that a lot. So again, the following common mistakes in English are made by students of all levels, from beginner to advanced. But again, don't feel bad, because we all make mistakes. And the important thing is to identify the mistake and learn from it. So don't feel bad if we all make mistakes, that's okay. And here are some quick explanations and tips about how to avoid some of them. So I'm going to give you some tips and some explanations in order to avoid making these mistakes. Okay, so let's take a look at the first one. Okay, number 1 out of 5. There are 5 pages here, 5 types of mistakes, and 5 more for tomorrow. So if you like this lesson, I hope you do, come back tomorrow because we're going to have 5 more. All right? All right, here we go. Number 1. Very typical. Very typical. Everybody are happy. Everybody, you think, wait a minute. Everybody involves more than one person, or plural. The verb must be in plural. No way. That is incorrect, my friends, because words like everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody are actually singular, not plural. So in English, these words are considered singular. All right. Even though everybody refers to a lot of people, which it does, it takes the singular verb. So the correct sentence is everybody is happy. Okay, so remember, you don't say everybody are happy, you say everybody is happy. All right, don't forget that one. Okay, it's a common error. Okay, let's take a look at the second one. I think she doesn't like tomatoes. Well, what's wrong with that sentence? Well, apparently it is correct, isn't it? Okay, I think she doesn't like tomatoes. Well, apparently grammatically there is no problem. However, it is wrong because although there is no specific grammar rule here, it's more common to say I don't think she likes tomatoes. Hello, Lisa, how are you? Welcome back. Lisa is with us. If anybody else wants to say something on the chat is open. The lines are open. So please feel free to say whatever you want. All right. So again, it is more common to say I don't think she likes tomatoes. Obviously, if you say I think she doesn't like tomatoes, people will understand, of course. But it's more grammatically correct to say the negative at the beginning of the sentence when you don't like something. All right. So that one was tricky, wasn't it? Okay, very good. So let's take a look at number 3. This one is trickier, even trickier than the previous one. All right. I have the possibility to study in Canada next year. Well, what's wrong with that? If you translate it into Spanish, it makes perfect sense. Yes, I have the possibility to study in Canada next year. However, it is wrong. Wow, why is it wrong? Because it sounds great. Why is it wrong? Because, let me tell you, with the verb have, we use opportunity, while possibility is more used with the expression there is, not with have. In other words, there is a possibility I may study in Canada next year. So with the verb have, you say, I have the opportunity to study in Canada next year. Now, talk about tricky. This one was extremely difficult. All right, so remember, with have, we use opportunity. And with possibility, we use there is. Okay, so be careful with that one because that one was hard. All right, let's take a look at number 4. Oh, this is a very common one. Okay, do you want that I make breakfast? Okay, that is the way we say it in Spanish. Okay, do you want that I make breakfast? That is theoretically totally correct, but in English you don't say that. So therefore this is incorrect. And in English that is not normally used after want or want. So the correct sentence is, do you want me to make breakfast? Okay, so you don't say, do you want that I make breakfast? Of course, if you say that, people will understand, a native speaker will understand, but he or she will probably think that your English is not good. So don't say that, and rather say, do you want me to make breakfast? Okay, that is the correct English expression. All right, and the last one, number 5. This is an extremely common error, yes. All right, my 10 years old, I forgot the L, I'm sorry. My 10 years old, there is an L before the D. My 10 years old daughter, or daughter, loves to dance. That is incorrect. Why is it incorrect? If she's 10 years old, okay. Because when an age comes after the verb is, the verb to be, then you say years old. For example, my daughter or daughter is 10 years old, no problem. However, when an age comes before the person or object as an adjective, then you say year, because remember, adjectives are never plural in English, okay? So the correct sentence is, my 10-year-old daughter loves to dance. Okay, so you don't have the S because it is considered as an adjective. 10-year-old is an adjective before the noun daughter. So an adjective is never plural. All right, so let me go back really fast to the first one. Okay, here we go. Remember, the correct one is everybody is happy. Okay, everybody's happy, not everybody happy. Okay, let me go back to the number 2. Okay, the correct one is I don't think she likes tomatoes. So we say the negative at the beginning of the sentence. It sounds better and more logical in English, whether it's British or American, it doesn't matter. Okay, number 3. Remember, with possibility, you don't use have. Well, with have, you don't use possibility, and the sentence becomes, the correct sentence becomes, I have the opportunity to study in Canada next year. When the next word begins with a vowel, the article the becomes the. So I have the opportunity to study in Canada next year. All right. Number 5, we are just reviewing. Okay. Do you want that I make breakfast? No, that is incorrect. And you say, do you want me to make breakfast? And the answer is yes, I do. Make breakfast, go ahead. All right, and last but not least, number 5, remember, you don't say that, you say, my 10-year-old daughter loves to dance. Okay, remember, the noun is daughter. Before a noun, if you have an adjective, that adjective is never plural. All right, very good. So, here we have the joke of the day. I hope you like it. All right, just thought about giving you a joke every day to make your day a little bit brighter, in spite the circumstances we are going through right now with the pandemic around the world. All right, so I hope I will bring at least a smile to your face. Okay, we'll see if you get the joke. It's very easy. Okay, here we go. You ready for the joke of the day? Okay, here we go. Joke of the day. All right, I'm gonna write sentence by sentence, okay, to make it a little bit easier for you to read and to get. Okay, is anybody else who wants to say something? Okay, feel free to do so. The chat is open, and I can read your messages and make a comment if you want. All right. Anyway, so feel free, please. All right, here we go. A police recruit is asked the following question during his final exam. All right. A police recruit is asked the following question during his final exam. All right. Here is a question. What would you do if you had to arrest your own mother-in-law? What would you do if you had to arrest your own mother-in-law? Tricky question. He thinks about it for a few seconds, and then he answers. Okay, for those of you who just joined us, I'm telling a joke, okay? This is the joke of the day. The joke is not finished, so you're still on time to hear it. All right, so I repeat. A police recruit is asked the following question during his final exam. What would you do if you had to arrest your own mother-in-law? And he thinks about it for a few seconds, and then he answers. I'd call for backup. Yes, I'd call for backup. All right, I guess mothers-in-law don't have a good reputation around the world, so he probably needs backup. Okay. All right, I think it's, again, if I bring, hello, Umberto, how are you? Welcome to class, to our class. We're almost finished, but welcome. All right. Again, I hope that with the joke, at least I brought a smile to your face. Okay, so anyway, that was a joke, and as I promised yesterday, today I'm going to tell you 3 facts about the UK. All right, yesterday we saw 3 facts about the United States. Last week we saw 3 facts about Spain, and if you don't mind, and if you think it's proper, if you like it, I hope you do. Every day I'm going to give you 3 facts about a different city. All right, so not everything is going to be grammar. All right, we're going to talk about different things in our classes. Okay, so 3 facts about the UK. Okay, fact number 1, the population. Oh, what's the population of the UK? All right, the population is 67,886,004. Okay, that's very precise. I repeat, the population in the UK is 67 million people, 886,004. Okay, interesting. More than in Spain. In Spain, we have about 40 million. Okay, fact number 2. Here are the ethnic groups. Very interesting. 87.1% are white, 7% Asian, 3% black, 2% mixed, and 0.9% or 0.9% others. Interesting, okay? So 87.1 white, 7% Asian, 3% black, 2% mixed, and last 0.9% others. Okay, interesting. All right. And the last fact, yes, the square kilometers, the area. Okay. Smaller, of course, than the one in the States. The one we saw yesterday, much smaller. All right, the area in square kilometers or kilometers, you can pronounce both ways, kilometers or kilometers, up to you, is 242,495. All right, repeat, 495 square kilometers. Okay, smaller than Spain too, and of course smaller than the United States, but you know, every country is different. All right, so they have the population, the ethnic groups, and the area in square kilometers or kilometers. Okay, I don't know how many of you knew these facts. Of course I didn't until I researched them, but now we know them. All right, so this brings us to the end of our lesson. Yes, here is the company that sponsors this program, Montero Espinosa. Okay, here is my email, jc.monteroespinosa@yahoo.com, if you want to write me a message and you want to make a comment about our classes, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Okay, Lisa tells us something. She says, I just got it. Yes, that would be hard to do in a Spanish family here in the USA. I share your channel with some friends who are learning English. All right, thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. You are such a nice person. All right, very good. It's a pleasure to have you here with us every day, Lisa and Humberto and the rest of you, even if you don't say anything. Okay, so thank you for your comments, Humberto, Jose Maria. Thank you for your class. Okay, thank you for being with us. Okay, I explained in the previous class that when a person says thank you or thanks, you answer him or her, say thank you. Okay, so thank you, Jose Maria. Thank you for being here with us. Does anybody else want to leave a message before we go? Because in a few minutes we will have level B2. Now that one is going to be interesting too, because I'm going to share with you some vocabulary used in meetings and presentation, of course in English. So depending on the topic, it is going to be very, very useful to learn these vocabulary words because sooner or later everybody goes to meetings and we need to know them. All right, so if you're going to join us for the next class in a few minutes, the level is going to be level B2, upper intermediate. I'm going to be more than happy to share that vocabulary with you, and I'm sure it's going to be very, very useful. So you're more than welcome to join us. But for now, this is the end of level B1. Okay, however, I will be back tomorrow. Yes, I'll be back tomorrow at the same time, okay, around 5 o'clock. Well, around, no, 5 o'clock, because I'm very punctual and I like to start my classes on time. At exactly 5 o'clock, I'll be connecting, okay? And I'm going to share with you tomorrow 5 more common errors. Okay, 5 more common errors for you to avoid. So please don't make those mistakes or those errors. All right. So I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for your attention. Is there anybody else who want to say goodbye before I go? Goodbye, goodbye, no? Goodbye once, goodbye twice, and goodbye. All right. So I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. For now, have a good evening, and thank you for your attention. Bye.